Mr. Beast is a sociopath. Dogpack 404 and Jake Weddle just dropped a nuclear bomb on YouTube, and no, I'm not talking about a Mr. Beast challenge. Right before this, 26,000 comments magically vanished from Mr. Beast's latest video, surviving 100 days in a nuclear bunker in just 36 hours.
I just built this bunker, and these two people who have never met each other are going to attempt to live down here for the next 100 days. Take your blindfolds off. Hugo, this is Rain. Rain, this is Hugo.
Nice to meet you.
This is our first time ever meeting. And this is the nuclear bunker they will call home.
Suspicious much? So, what's really going on here? But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's rewind to 2 weeks ago when Dogpack 404 went full scorched earth.
Now, my speculation is that they put $100 in every order that came across the table that they signed, but I'd be interested to see how they worded that. If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of these claims will be proven true.
After this, he gets to speak with a former employee, and here is when things get spicier. Mr. Beast's supposedly squeaky clean empire exposed as a festering pit of questionable ethics. And it all starts with a convicted offender on his team.
Offender, registered offender, convicted offender. On the street, everything.
Yes, you heard that right. This guy was lurking in videos with kids like he's auditioning for the role of creepy uncle at the next family reunion. Who in their right mind greenlit that? And if you're not already questioning your life choices, hold on to your seats. Jake Weddle didn't just reveal a secret. He opened Pandora's box and let it ramble. This registered sex offender wasn't just any old creeper. He had a managerial role at Mr. Beast's channel. Yeah, because nothing says trusted employee like a rap sheet. Weddle claims this guy was involved in operations, showing up in videos with a mask on, like some budget supervillain. It makes you wonder, what else were they trying to hide? Meet Delaware. No, not the state. The Man, a name whispered in hushed tones among Mr. Beast's employees. Why? Because Delaware isn't just any employee. He's allegedly a registered sex offender who worked at Mr. Beast's channel, all while his past was kept hidden from the public. Why the amazing nickname? Because allegedly, he's banned from returning to Delaware. If this is true, it's not just a PR disaster, it's a moral implosion. The idea that someone like this was anywhere near a channel that's basically a magnet for kids is beyond disturbing.
And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started. And you know that he knew, and because he'll be in videos, he'll be in thumbnails, he'll be around, and whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing?
Parents letting their kids watch Mr. Beast's videos are probably sweating bullets right now. It's like finding out your babysitter is actually a vampire, except this one doesn't sparkle.
That you were a registered sex offender, and that your face could be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender? With a physical mask? Like, do I have to... Is it more on the nose, or?
This isn't just a PR crisis, it's a trust crisis. How can anyone trust a guy who would let this happen? Mr. Beast's reputation isn't just damaged, it's been set on fire, stomped on, and tossed off a cliff.
I'm officially locked in prison with Nolan. How's it going? Not good. Basically, me, Nolan, and all my other friends agreed to spend 50 hours in prison. How's it going, boys?
I feel right at home.
Just so we're clear, we are going to be treated exactly like inmates.
Think that's bad? We're just getting started. Let's talk about the Jake Weddle incident. This poor guy signed up for the Mr. Beast challenge, thinking he'd get some clout, maybe a few bucks. But instead, he ended up in a nightmare straight out of a horror movie. Bright lights blaring 24/7s, no sleep, and psychological pressure dialed up to 11. Imagine being trapped in a rave that never ends. But instead of beats, you get mental breakdowns. Jake described it as borderline torture.
Gentlemen, do you know what's in front of you? No. Your last meal in prison. Round of applause. Also, prison might come across a lot more fun in this video than it actually is. Let me assure you, it's not fun. We're just idiots that can make anything look fun. Don't go to jail.
And what did Mr. Beast do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's all about those sweet, sweet views, even if it means turning a guy's life into a living hell. This isn't Survivor, it's Saw YouTube edition.
So I just want to hop in here and show some text that Jake sent me after this interview. This is July 29, 2021, a few days after he got out of solitary. How are you feeling after a few days? Better. I still couldn't sleep, even a few days out, but I almost have my sleep cycle back on track.
Torture for views. Who knew entertainment could get this twisted? Lights on, sanity off. All for those sweet, sweet clicks.
They're letting us take showers now, but there's no hot water. That really seems like torture to me.
Brush teeth.
What kind of sorry excuse
We're having too many stabbings with toothbrushes.
Stabbings? What kind of prison is this?
They weren't turning the lights off. You know, I asked them, I said, can we have nighttime hours? You know? And they said no, because it would the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping?
Jake wasn't the only one. Other contestants also reported severe mental and physical strain. This is starting to sound like Stanford Prison Experiment 2.0, except this time, the wardens are wearing Mr. Beast merch. Power and control. It's like Mr. Beast is living out his own twisted fantasy, with his contestants as the unwilling guinea pigs.
And I go, they're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists. Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing.
And if that doesn't make your skin crawl, just wait. The Geneva Conventions exist for a reason. And it looks like Mr. Beast missed the memo. This isn't just unethical, it's borderline illegal.
And so he'd come by, he'd get the shots, he'd leave. Sometimes he'd have a note with the director over the phone. That would really piss me off. This is the note I got from the director, from Jimmy, when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans?
Can you believe that? Making him fake gratitude on camera. That's not just messed up, it's manipulative as hell. And the aftermath? Jake Weddle's life is in shambles. Long-term insomnia, health issues, the works. But hey, as long as the views keep rolling in, right? This whole debacle is a reminder that behind every viral video, there's a human being, and sometimes that human being gets chewed up and spit out by the YouTube machine.
In this video, we are building and giving away 100 houses. And each home is going to change a family's life. Like this family, who didn't have a house to call their own. And they have no idea we just built them one. Take off your blindfolds and turn around. Behind you is your brand new home.
And just when you thought you've heard it all, buckle up. Mr. Beast's videos are as fake as a plastic Rolex. According to Dogpack 404, those heartwarming moments where a random fan wins a car or a house, yeah, it's all staged. Friends, family, employees, they're all in on it. It's like finding out your favorite superhero movie was filmed in your neighbor's basement. The magic is gone, and what's left is just a cheap trick.
Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with Mr. Beast in a way that benefits Mr. Beast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day.
Step 3, call to action. Subscribe, buy products, and act in ways that benefit the brand, promising big rewards in return. Spoiler alert, you won't win unless you're in the inner circle. It gets better. Dogpack 404 also exposed Mr. Beast's illegal lottery schemes. Remember the t-shirt giveaway? You pay for a chance to win big prizes, which, surprise, surprise, is illegal under federal law. Payment, prize, and chance. The holy trinity of shady business practices. Mr. Beast was running this scam right under our noses, and people were eating it up like it was the latest TikTok trend.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine.
To really grasp how deep this rabbit hole goes, let's talk about the Stanford Prison Experiment. In 1971, a bunch of students were put in a fake prison, and the results were a total show. People who were given power turned into monsters. The parallels with Mr. Beast's challenges are almost too perfect. Ordinary people pushed to their limits, all for the sake of an experiment, or in this case, content.
This video is absolutely the most brutal, I hate you, Jimmy! Cutthroat piece of content you've ever seen these creators in. And the first challenge starts right now. Pull the curtain!
Just like in the Stanford Prison Experiment, Mr. Beast's challenges create a power dynamic where contestants are at his mercy. The psychological pressure, the physical strain, and the blatant disregard for human decency. It's like Mr. Beast is running his own dystopian reality show. And guess what? The cameras never stop rolling.
I put 100 people inside of a giant circle, and whoever leaves the circle last wins $500,000. But if you touch the red line, it's game over. I don't care how long this takes, whichever one of you leaves last wins $500,000.
The lesson from the Stanford Prison Experiment was clear. Power corrupts, and unchecked authority leads to abuse. Mr. Beast's challenges are no different. The pursuit of viral content has blinded him to the real consequences of his actions. It's a chilling reminder that even in the age of influencers, human nature doesn't change. The thirst for power, fame, and fortune can take you to some dark places, and Mr. Beast is leading the charge.
Also, I know Mr. Beast's secret CEO has been practically like harassing my people on, hey, what's in part 2? What does he know? So I will just tell you, James, what will be in part 3, so you don't have to harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes.
And how does Mr. Beast respond to all this? By sending cease and desist letters like their party invites. Dogpack 404 gets hit with legal threats for exposing the truth. It's like pouring gasoline on a dumpster fire and then acting surprised when it blows up in your face. The public isn't fooled by these tactics. They just make Mr. Beast look even guiltier. So what do you think? Did he know all along? Let me know in the comments below. If this doesn't make you question what you're watching, then maybe nothing will. Stay alert, stay informed, and keep digging. Because in the world of YouTube, even the brightest stars cast the darkest shadows. Bye-bye.